What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We about to take a look at some Gojira. Oh yeah, where the dragons dwell, right? Dwell. Let's take a look. Let's just break just that down. Where, right? Where, like mystery. So I'm expecting to hear some type of elements up in here, the type of stuff that makes you go, what kind of sound is that? Dragons, right? When we think of dragons, we thinking of like death, and destruction. Not even death and destruction. And then dwell. What I'm getting right there is they probably gonna play some notes, right? And when they play the notes, they gonna hold them out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were to musically express what the word dwell means, it would be to dwell in a certain place, to linger. So why not let the note linger? Dragons associated with destruction and force. So why not play music that's assembled with like destruction, really fast cadences, tempos, complicated melodies, and then where spacious, right? Which we've known that Gojira is really good at doing because we heard space time. They did a really good job kind of capturing a space-esque. So space, destruction, linger, where dragons dwell. Reading way too much into that. Anyways, let's shut up and turn up. Ooh. This guy makes good lyrics videos. You know what? Long notes. Well. This is filthy. Disgusting. Especially as far as that's fire. Sounds like the theme song. It's like an evil lair. Those low notes. He's like the dragon roar right here. Double bass, nice.
Deep voices rising from the heart of the mountain. Vibrations of the stone I can hear in my heart. The call of instinct. The flight of the powerful. I hunger for it, it just keeps me alive.
This breakdown with these melodies are just okay, hold on. You guys know I gotta talk about what we just witnessed, okay? Yo, remember, music tells a story. It always tells a story when you're listening to it, and it's gonna be different depending on whoever's listening to it. But I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm thinking about right now, okay? Now, you guys probably told me the notes where they hit the note and they go like they kind of just let it go. That reminds me of like a dragon scream, right? Especially when you hear that And at first, sometimes I know that it's an artistic choice, but that specifically, when they held it for a very long time, reminds me of a scream, right? Now, let's think about when those, when they go like dun 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 dun. Let's think about that as the dragons, like where the dragons dwell. Let's just think about like dwell. When you think about dragons, you did dwell in like a deep, dark place, right? So away, probably in a really extreme hazard. So I like to think of that, those slow down, but those dun dun dun, rugged, right, extreme, and then they go in and with the melody, and the sense that I get on that melody is like a big, huge, tall mountain that's just surrounded by thunderstorms and clouds, right? Imagine if you were walking up, right? You're walking up and it's playing that melody, that da-na-na-na-na-na, and then you take a look at the mountain, and that's when the downbeat goes like dun 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 dun, because you're starting to settle in, like, oh snaps, we here, and you can hear certain elements of screams in there. Like, am I tripping, right? Am I going crazy? Am I reading too much into this, right? Because I imagine that if I'm going to title something where the dragons dwell, the fact that I got the word dragon in it, it's got to come hard, right? We talking impenetrable scales, fire, dragon breath. Got to think of all the elements, right? And where the dragon dwells, because that's most important. It's an epic place full of bones and skeletons. Y'all seen Shrek? Y'all see what the inside of a dragon's lair look like? You gotta rescue Princess Fiona. All right.
I met the dragon in a cave by the mountain. Now I'm bringing evidence the beast is alive. This senseless army will strike in the morning, and then a star will rise and shine in the sky. But I grow in passion, cannot stand the weight, and I start to dig within, and the meat is startled to wine. And the strangers love me, a great dragon is alighting on the wealth of a mighty world, my own world inside.
All right, before they jump into that, that's a drop. But hold on, we're gonna go back so I don't miss that drop. I know it's a drop. Just hold on with me, okay? I gotta explain one more thing. The real fast, that's giving me the sense of adrenaline, right? Your heartbeat. Take a breath, then right. If you're fighting a dragon, your adrenaline sense is on like a million, right? So that's what I'm getting from that. Okay.
Wealth of a mighty world, my own world inside.
Listen to the soundscape right now. That's interesting. They decided to include bells. It's the last thing I would have heard in a dragon's lair. Those symbols sound like a lizard. Face to face with the dragon. So filthy. Lyric cadence. It's amazing. Like, the reason why he's singing it this slow is some serious stuff. Wait. Wow. Okay. Absolutely disgusting breakdown the entire time. It was like a whole good 2 minutes of just stank face disgustiveness breakdown. All right, so some very interesting choices here, especially with the lyric cadence. As I was saying, if you're coming across something that's like really like jaw breaking, right, you aren't going to talk fast. So it almost is like, hey, I'm going to say it this way. I'm saying it this way slowly because I want to. That's how in awe I am, right? Because you know when you're shocked, you struggle to find the words. So that's what that sounded like. He was trying to get the message across. I know that Gojira sometimes are conceptual based, right? There's not like any real deep meaning behind some of their stuff. Sometimes it depends on the song, it depends on the album and what album the song came off of. But where the dragons dwell almost kind of sounds like an internal personal battles where the dragons dwell within themselves and you're summoning them up or you're working up the courage to battle them. One thing that was very interesting, especially at the end, is when they start decrescendoing everything down and just bringing everything to a halt. That gave me a new perspective on the song. So now when they did that, now it feels like the entire integrity of the song was indeed a journey, right? And with the song fading out that way that it did, it's going to mean two things. Either he has succumbed and died by the dragon, or the battle is now about to start, right? And everything else was just preparation and description about epicness and what was about to unfold. Maybe, I don't know, but I really like that, especially how his voice just kind of faded out. It's almost as if the last soldier has died, and he's like, and if this is in medieval times, he's either whispering to himself, or is this modern times? He's fighting a modern dragon. he's gonna walkie-talkie like, we must muster an army. You know what I mean? Y'all know I'm just rambling, man. Most of the stuff I say don't make any sense, but this is the things that's going on through my head. All right, y'all. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.